Junk Man, back at you again for another YouTube video. Kind of a crack up right here in the Midwest in Kansas City area. We got a bunch of snow out here, which is pretty uncommon, but it's mid-March. And but I had this call, then I went over and picked up. This guy called me. He calls me a couple times a year. Very cool guy. And but the way I got it laid out with him is I say, he says, well, I'll call you again. I say, all right, well, you know, as soon as you get a good load, then you know, call me, so don't come over there and just, you know, get one or two little pieces. So he waits and and you know, about every 6 months he calls me whenever he's got a nice load. And so he had some stuff here, and you know, so as far as scrap goes, we got a hot water tank here. I got an A coil right here, a furnace. He cut down his clotheslines. He said he got sick of mowing around them. We got some lights back here. There's actually a 220 outside unit back there, and a vacuum and a refrigerator. And a barbecue grill. That barbecue grill back there, that's actually good. So I'm not going to scrap that. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. That's easy, 40 bucks right there, 30, 40, maybe 50 bucks. So don't necessarily want to scrap everything out. But also, whenever I talked to him, I told him I deal in furniture and, you know, all this other stuff too. So if he had other stuff, you know, I said that I could take that stuff too. So he had he had an antique chair that he wanted to get rid of. He's trying to make room. His son's coming home from college, so he's trying to make room in his basement. So he called me, and so what turns out to be a scrap job that took maybe, I don't know, maybe less than an hour. We had to come up the steps with some stuff, but this is a pretty decent load. There's a couple $100 here. By the time I get the rads out of the air conditioners, sell the chair, you know, I can redo that, or I can just sell to somebody else and redoes them for 10 bucks. There's, you know, $30, $40 for that. I've got a couple bookshelves, another chair. So this is a pretty decent load. It was definitely worth coming and getting. It was only about 5 miles from my house, so I didn't have a bunch of money and gas in it. So pretty decent load. So don't always want to, as scrappers, it's real easy just to, you know, take the load down to the scrap yard and just say forget about it and get the money. But you can definitely make a lot more money if you sell the stuff rather than scrap it and sell it outright. So keep that in mind when you're out there getting your hustle on. So these lights here, the lights are a pain in the rear because you got to take the ballast out of them, but that ain't no big deal. But so pretty decent little load here. I'm happy with it. Got an hour in it. $200 for 1 hour. That ain't that bad. And people say scrappers can't make no money. Ha! So I beg to differ. Anyway, thanks for watching the videos. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next video. This is Frankie the Junk Man, and I'm outie like Sprouty.